South African hip hop has been here so long, it doesn't need to mimic a place that needs to follow Africa. Here's another thing. If this was a competition such as the Olympics, right? In the four elements of hip hop, which is MCing, turntablism, graffiti, and breakdance, the Americans would not even get gold, silver, or brass in any of the medals because they have left the fundamentals alone. Once the fundamentals are reduced to riches and a record, which hip hop comes from, number one, how do you move the crowd? This is performance art. It all starts with collectives.
Yeah.
The MC works with the DJ. The DJ works with the art person.
That's
the art
right.
person works with the dancer. Therefore, it's an event that keeps you glued without somebody saying, I just want your money. Come pay for it. And then, I don't care what you think about it because it's big.
Yeah.
And it's got to be more than that because the communities around the world have glued into the fundamentals, and that's what even keeps people going in their regular everyday lives. This is not a 50-year-old man that's coming and crying and complaining. I am raging against the machine, because if you don't rage against the so-called machine, then what you will have by 2016 is people with southern accents and from Durban or Port Elizabeth or whatever, or the Cape, coming and talking about things that they know not about.
That's right.
The biggest question is you have to know who are you talking to.
Exactly.
My last point on this, Ready D, is that we've come here not with a public enemy agenda. Yes, we're playing shows, we're doing workshops and all that. It's like, how do you identify yourselves as South African MCs in the hip hop community? And this goes out to everybody, because I know you know Ready D as an OG. This goes out to everybody to say you have to look inside yourself at the qualities that are already there, and just musically and culturally expound upon them, and just do your thing with no kind of objective saying I'm doing this so I can get this, because it's what you put in, and eventually it will have an answer. And the point I was trying to say is that the bridge for hip hop and rap music just can't be one-sided coming in.
Of course.
When you have eventually artists who realize, hey, we can travel around the world and get this money. So you have artists all of a sudden coming always to Africa to take. The question is, what do you give?
Yeah.
And then the question is how can the South African MC also be able to move not just freely in Cape Town, but to the other cities in South Africa, and also to the other countries in Africa, without MTV Africa or corporations and radio giving the AOK.
Yeah.
And then the South African MC, being able to be on their own terms around the world. That means groups. That means women in MC. Women in hip hop are non-existent in the United States under their own terms.
Wow.
They usually have to come under some dude who says you got to be this way. I tell you this much: men don't support the women in hip hop anyway. So why should the women change who they are to be able to do what they do?
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, this is the Ready D Show, Mondays to Thursday, 7 to 10 p.m. Monday nights, it's all about the peace, love, and unity movement. And in the studio, we got our special guest. We are speaking to Chuck D, a Public Enemy over here. Very, very powerful words, and lots of things are being put in perspective as well. And it's a true honor. We're going to have a short break. Then we're going to take you to the Cape Flats with DVK, Brasa Funny Cop, Mr. Fit. And you're also going to get Mr. Garlic Brown dropping some of the verses over there. When we come back, we'll be chatting to Chuck D a little bit more. And all you got to do is stay tuned. We got lots of big ups, lots of greetings coming in on the pages and on the SMS line. A lot of listeners are completely...
And my Twitter is, and I'm not a Twittiot, it's Mr. Chuck D, MRCHUCKD. And my email is chuckd@publicenemy.com to the hip hop community out there.
Yep. Fantastic, my people. That is the voice of power right there. Let me handle my business, come back with a beat, and then we'll chat a little bit more. On that note, my people, thank you very much for keeping it unlocked. Peace. Hi, Lee. You made it.
They got a machine. My man DJ Lloyd, he's trying to get one of these.
let me organize it. See what
The machine just
Yeah,
white
it's
bread
like
on
we got
the
white
website.
White grape.
Let's do it. You just decide.
Fantastic. So,
Hey, bro, you probably took that snorkel off. You was making me feel real hot.
We get one cold day in Cape Town, so put it out.
New York is 32 degrees. We just played 3 weeks in Europe, Moscow and all that. Yeah, we ducked the cold though, 'cause now it's frozen. This is like San Diego.
so when do you guys head out again?
When we head out,
Yeah. When do you leave South Africa?
I have to go to Lagos, so I leave out Thursday, and everybody else goes to the US, and we're gonna go to Lagos.
Oh, I see.
And for that MTV Base Award.
Yes.
Now the reason that the head of the MTV Base, I'm holding him accountable. He has a chance to be a great man,
Okay.
but if he sucks up to those people in New York to try to come up with his version of what Africa should be hip hop wise,
Yeah.
we have to fight.
Wow.
Because they've corrupted the art form in the United States. The reason I say corrupted, it has nothing to do with me. Truth is the truth. If you have an MC from Chicago, he has all the radio stations. The United States is a big place. If they can't get played on Chicago radio or supported by the community locally, right? And in order for them to do so, they got to sign to New York or LA corporations that they get played in Chicago. That's slavery. Why,
Yeah.
what you've done, and what you do in Cape Town, is what should be done in every single city that has the music somewhere.
Yeah.
Not based on, okay, they have legitimacy because they signed by big corporations, so therefore they're national stars. National stars don't help the community because they don't go to the community. Not saying they shouldn't be played, but it should be balanced somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. There's got to be a degree of balance. Yeah.
You got an artist from the community.
Yeah.
If they're not on an equal plane to be big,
Yeah.
how the hell can they help the community? They're gonna be there all the time.
And with hip hop, a lot of young people kind of buy into what an MC say, and the MC says something and they buy into that and expect that, and a lot of them are getting away with rapping about being from the hood and being always visiting the hood. So there's a lot of hood stories, so to say. Yeah. So it's quite interesting the dynamics in the States. So hip hop in South Africa it's kind of reaching that I would say it's kind of reaching that point right now where it's going to become quite big, because it's starting to override all other music forms at the moment. And
That's why it's careful. That's why it's careful mix.
yeah,
Big meaning what? Big for who?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, definitely. But we got a very unique struggle in Cape Town City, and exactly what he's saying at the moment is evident of that, because if you're based in Joburg, you get on television.